This is the LEGO Technic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, and it's got a secret. In today's video, we're gonna unbox and build this thing, and it's a super cool set. It's got a working V8 engine, all of the doors open and close, the hood and the trunk open and close, and today, we're gonna jump into it. Huge shout out to the LEGO group for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to check out this LEGO Technic Corvette, or any of the other LEGO Technic sets that they're making, I'll have a link in my description down below. I do want to get back into the LEGO Technic building though, so if you see a cool set over there and you want me to build it, let me know in the comments section down below, and maybe we'll do another build later on this summer. Let's not waste any time though. Let's jump straight into this and I'll tell you the secret. I don't know if I'm the only one, but every time I get a new LEGO set, I always open up the box and try to make the smallest hole possible in it so I can keep the box in the best shape, because I think once we're done, they look really cool sitting in front of the box. Anyways, let's begin. This is everything that's included in bag number 1, and I've got a feeling we're gonna be building our engine. I've got a feeling these little pieces are gonna be turned into our pistons later on, and the timer officially starts now. Okay, do you want a fun fact actually? So when I first started posting LEGO videos here on the channel, a bunch of you guys also got into the hobby along with me. And long story short, over on the AR12 Discord server, we've now got a section of the server that is entirely dedicated to LEGO builds. There's actually a LEGO section on the server, and there's over 10,000 messages in there of people sharing either their sets that they've built, what they've done with their sets, or things they want to see turned into sets, and everything in between. Basically what I'm saying is if you've got a whole bunch of cool LEGO sets that you want to show off to other people who are a fan of LEGO, jump onto the AR12 Discord server and get posting. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what we've built so far. We're building essentially a small little gearbox of sorts, you could call it. Now when I turn this all turns like with it. That's sweet. I love these little details. That's so fun. This is gonna be our V8 engine. When it spins, you can see what will be the future pistons coming up. That's so cool. We need to take all of these things that I thought were pistons, fit them with a little like piston cap on there, and then we're gonna push them down through here and connect up. And then when it spins, it will go up and down. All right, now we just need to do that 7 more times. We threw all of our little pistons in, plus all of our piston caps, and this car is really coming together. And just like that, we have a working V8 engine. So now that we've got this, we've got to actually throw the engine in. The engine will sit just about there. Okay, very cool. Let's keep going. Now here's the deal. I haven't even explained the big secret and the reason this set is so cool. This set is actually a collaboration between LEGO and Asphalt Legends Unite. So if you decide to go out and get this LEGO Technic set, you actually get this in the box. It's an Asphalt Legends Unite special code that will grant you the car in Asphalt Legends Unite. So you can build this car in real life, see how it's actually built with all of the LEGO bricks, and then once you've done that, you can redeem your code on Asphalt Legends Unite and drive the car in the game as well. We'll come to that in a second. I'm gonna try that at the end of the video, and there's some more really cool stuff in there. We'll get to that in a second though. Wait, we actually might be building the steering right now as well. Completely forgot about that. Yes, that little gear we put in earlier, that's what's gonna connect to the jumpy up and down bit, and that's gonna give us our steering just like that. Now that we've got that other side connected, you can see when we turn, the wheels will actually turn in tandem with each other. Nice, perfect. I must say, I genuinely love all of like the crazy engineering that goes into some of these LEGO builds. It blew my mind when I was like 8 years old playing with Bionicles, and it still blows my mind all these years later because of just how cool it is. We're throwing the wings onto the Corvette. Beautiful. And then we can throw the splitter onto the car, and it sits in beautifully with that previous piece that we threw on. Love that. Now it's actually time for us to go and build up our interior. So these little pieces here, these are gonna be our seats. We've even got to put little seat cushioners on them. All right, seats are in, beautiful. Now we've got to build our steering wheel. I guess you are also given the option, you can make a left-hand drive one, or that you can put the steering wheel on the wrong side. Sorry. Our roof is officially on, and I think it's looking really good. It's starting to look like a real car now. Now that we've reached bag number 3 though, I think we're pretty much gonna be doing body work exclusively. Like we've got to build the bumpers, we've got to build the fenders, the doors, and everything else to go on here. So let's let's get cracked. So I've always wondered this, right? Lego's been a thing for a really, really long time. I think dating back to like the 50s? 60s? Maybe even older than that. Anyways, I wonder how much like the process of designing a Lego set has actually changed over the year. I know back when they first started, they didn't have like all of these big complex builds that we're so familiar with today. Anyways, all this to say, like, I wonder how it's changed and evolved over time. Like I've got to assume nowadays, Lego's using some super sophisticated software and probably hardware to design a lot of these sets to figure out the most optimal way to place every single brick, to give it rigidity so it doesn't like just flop around, while at the same time designing something that has steps that are simple enough to follow. All this to say, I'm just a really big fan of all the engineering that goes into like the behind the scenes of designing something like this, because this is super detailed and super intricate, and it's got moving parts that work and everything like that. I don't know, I find it really interesting. I know I actually told this story a little while ago, but my grandfather in the UK, he actually used to own a toy store. And when I was last in the UK, I actually got to ask him a little bit more about the whole process. And he was telling me it was actually him and like 2 or 3 other guys that were kind of like the president of like this association that ran and bought toys for a load of like independent toy stores in the southern part of the UK. And that actually meant my grandfather got to go on some very, very cool trips. And one of the trips that he was telling me about is when he actually went to Denmark to visit the Lego group and check out some of the new toy sets that they were putting out at the time. It was probably like the 70s or the 80s. Anyways, he went out there and checked out a whole bunch of the things that they were working on and was super impressed, and ended up buying a load of Lego sets for a whole bunch of stores in southern part of the UK. Anyways, if you happen to live in like the southern part of the UK and you have a Lego set from like the 70s or 80s, he might have been the person to go out and source it way back then, which is pretty cool. Side note, I have absolutely no idea what we're building right now. I've just been following the instructions and putting things on kind of willy-nilly. I haven't really been paying attention to what we've been building, and I don't know what it is. Ooh, is this actually like the side vent? Like, you know that little on the side of the Corvette? I think that's what this might be. That must be the rear fender. Okay, there's a whole bunch of connection points for this here. Yeah, that's so cool. All right, now we got to do the same thing for the other side. This car's really starting to come together now. I love all of the little details on that rear fender. How you actually need to throw that vent on. And we can also throw the roof line on over here. And it's looking so good. I really like the way this build is coming together. Oh, is that a little wing mirror? Yes! Look at this. This is the door for the car. So it clips in just there. Dude. Now we can throw the headlight stickers on. Try to make sure... No! Try to make sure they're centered. We don't want to mess the headlights up, otherwise it would look a bit wonky. Front fender is going on. Clicks in beautifully there, clicks in beautifully there. That's nice. We're almost done at this stage. I've already thrown on the other headlight, and now we're building the rear wing and the rear bumper. And the way it all attaches is really slick. You actually need to build the rear wing, and then that clips into the rear bumper, and it looks so good when it's on. Oh, I think I've messed that up. I've put it on backwards. I put the wing on backwards. We're gonna take flight instead. There we go. There is our rear wing looking good now. There we go. Just like that, the rear wing is on. This still opens and closes. Now we just need a license plate. Our 2 final stickers go on, 1 and 2. And then we can toss our license plate on. Very cool. And now we've just got to throw our wheels on. And we're done. Let's throw the thick rear tires on there. Beautiful. Front tire. Throw that on. Done. There is our LEGO Technic Corvette, and boy, does it look cool. It looks so cool. We've got full steering control. The front opens up. The rear opens up. Both doors can open up as well. What a cool build. Plus, not to mention, we've got a really nice interior on there. And as we drive it around, the engine is actually going up and down. I guess now that we built this thing, we can jump into Asphalt Legends Unite, and I can show you some of the really cool details that LEGO and Asphalt have implemented in the game. Let me show you. Anyways, if you decide to go out and buy this LEGO Technic set, this is what you'll see when you enter the code. you basically get gifted all of the blueprints in Asphalt Legends Unite to build the car. And once you've done that, it gets added to your garage. At the moment, we haven't done any upgrades to this thing. It is currently B class. Let's jump in though, give it a go, see what we can do. I absolutely love this thing. Just look at this car in the game. It is wild. Every single sticker has been meticulously placed to be the exact same as the LEGO Technic car. It's such an awesome attention to detail. I truly love this. Not to mention, it's also pretty fast, huh? I mean, I'm not going for any particular, like, records or anything. I'm just kind of driving around, but boy, it's nice. Anyways, these things are super, super cool in real life. In real life, the Corvette Stingrays have 495 horsepower. They can do a top speed of around 194 miles an hour, which is wild. Anyways, that was already a really, really good go, but it actually gets even cooler than this. When you're driving around, and if you have, let's call it a skill issue, for example, and smash into a wall, the Lego bricks fall off. Same thing here. Yup. The rear wing fell off. The bumper fell off. I love that. That's so sweet. Straight up, though, this has got to be one of my favorite LEGO Technic sets I've built. You can go check out this LEGO Technic Corvette Stingray right now over on the LEGO site and all of the other awesome stuff that they're making right now. Huge shout out to the LEGO group for sponsoring this. That was so much fun. I want to go build another car. We got to do another one, like ASAP.